What's up guys, and welcome back to another predictions video. We have hit week 2 of the November Internationals, and we were seriously treated to a great week of rugby in the first weekend. Not for South African fans of course, but for fans around the world. Just to see international rugby back, Northern Hemisphere versus Southern Hemisphere, is always exciting to watch. I love it. And I hope that we are treated to another weekend of great rugby. So let's get to it. First prediction, I'm going to do them all. Italy versus Argentina. This should be a cool game. I think Italy are going to give Argentina a little bit of a run for their money. They're going to obviously want to win. They're going to want to play with determination. They're at home. So we could see quite a good game. But at the end of the day, Argentina didn't have a bad game against England last week. So I really think Argentina are going to go in there definitely as favourites, but I predict Argentina to win by about 10 points or more. Next game we have Romania, Samoa. Don't much about Samoa. I know, about Romania. I know Samoa are going through a tough time with bankruptcy and all that stuff, but for me that's a clear one. I see Samoa beating Romania. Should also be an interesting game. Fortunately, I don't think it's televised in South Africa, but I go Samoa to win that one. Then the big game. The game I think we are all talking about for this weekend, and that is England versus Australia. This is going to be one heck of a humdinger. I know all the English fans are saying they're going to smash Australia. I think Australian fans are getting hopeful, hoping that they can cause an upset. You know what guys, I think it's going to be a close game. I think we're going to see Australia come in there, hell's blazing, giving the English a run for their money. And putting in a hard-fought effort. Australia are developing and growing, and I think we could see quite an exciting game. However, with predictions, I'm going England by, let's say, 7 or more. I just see England holding out the full game and winning that game. Hopefully Eddie Jones doesn't have a little bit of an incident where he says some big words on TV and his mother forces him to apologise again. But it should be a tight game. Argentina gave England a little bit of a run, but and I think Australia are going to give them an even bigger run. But at the end of the day, I see England winning that game comfortably by 7 or 10 points. Then we have Wales versus Georgia. This is also a little bit of a no-brainer here. I'm going Wales. Georgia, I don't know much about them in rugby, but I know they've had some weak games and aren't known well in international rugby. Wales have their ups and downs, but are a good strong team, and I see them. Now they came off a loss against Australia, so they're going to be wanting to prove a point and getting points back and getting a big win. So I see them winning by at least over 20 points, Wales beating Georgia. Then we have Japan versus Tonga. Another good game actually. I think this could be also another highlight. Definitely the underdogs top game, if I can say that correctly. Japan obviously having the World Cup coming in 2019, going to want to be proving a point, leave a message. They did beat South Africa in the previous World Cup. Tonga also. You know, these Pacific Island teams are tough. They never give up. They have that proper die-hard attitude where they just go in there, hell's blazing, tackle the heck out of the rugby players and just give it their all. This is a tough one. It's going to be, I think, a very close game. But I'm going to give this one to Tonga, but just they're not playing in Japan as far as I know, but I'll give it to Tonga. I think they could just sneak it, but it's going to be close. This one I'm definitely 50-50, but I'll go with Tonga with this one. New Zealand, Scotland. I love the Scots. Got so much respect for Scotland. Dad was born in Scotland, so it's definitely within me here. But New Zealand on the rise, have also their good games. They had a little bit of a struggle against the French last night. I think it was France second team or something like that. But you know, New Zealand are good. They didn't have their big players, so I definitely see New Zealand beating Scotland in good old Murrayfield. Love that stadium, love the Scottish anthem. Going to be a passionate, powerful game in the first 15 minutes, but I just see New Zealand play full games, full 80 minutes, and I just see them pretty much winning by, I'll go more than 12, 14 points. Sorry to all the Scott subscribers, but I just see that's how it's going to end up. Then we got Ireland versus Fiji. Ireland coming off a good win against South Africa. They are going to be confident. They're going to have the right attitude, right mind frames. You're going to see a lot of enthusiasm probably from Ireland. They've got a good team. They're developing, they're growing, they're strong. But Fiji guys, we can't count these guys out. Yes, they're weaker in rugby union, but they're good in sevens rugby. They're tough, they're fit, they're strong, and I reckon they could give the Irish a little bit of a run for their money, and maybe score a try here or there. But for me, this game is an Ireland win by, I'm going to say 12 points as well, 12 or more. But it's going to, I think the first 15 minutes are going to be hard. I think they're gonna go in there hurting the Irish, but hopefully no serious injuries get caused in this game. But I'm definitely going Ireland versus Fiji. Then we get to the final game, France versus South Africa. This is a bit of a sore one for me now, after just hearing that South Africa lost, or Ireland and South Africa didn't get the bid to host the 2023 Rugby World Cup. It was given to France. I'm quite shattered about that, if I have to give a quick opinion on that. France just had it in 2007. Now they're going to get it again. Northern Hemisphere has had it, now going to have it 3 years in a row. I know Japan's not part of Europe, but it's still up top there. So I'm a bit gutted from that point of view. If South Africa did lose, I would have wanted it to go to Ireland, because Ireland has never had it before, and it'll be good for their tourism and all their developments of growing in rugby and all that stuff. So I'm sad for Ireland, and I'm shattered for South Africa. We really thought we were going to get it, obviously with the boost from World Rugby, but alas, these things happen. Time to move on, focus on 2023 World Cup. But before we get there, let's get to 2019. But again, before we get to 2019, let's focus on France versus South Africa this weekend. Now, this should be a very, very tight game. South Africa obviously whitewashing them in the June international tests. Obviously, that was then. This is now. That was in South Africa. This is now in France. Total different atmosphere, environment, hemisphere. And I'm not blaming hemisphere at all. I hate that excuse. But I just see it being a good game. A close game. I think the French are going to give it their all. They're going to be on cloud 9 because of getting the 2023 World Cup. So they're going to be pumped. The atmosphere is going to be electric. They didn't have too of a bad game against the All Blacks. So they're also going to be wanting a win. South Africa are definitely going to be wanting to redeem themselves. They had a shocker against Ireland. They're going to be wanting to silence the critics again. They're going to be wanting to bring hope back to the fans. So unfortunately, it's a little bit sour here in South Africa. So they're going to be wanting to prove a point. Again, if South Africa want to win this game, they've got to select the right team. And in order to select the right team, and if we have the right players, we could definitely win. Brings me to my prediction. This is going to, as I said, going to be a good, tight game. Both teams on the day, if they play well, can win it. But call me biased, I know. But I really see South Africa walking away with this one. Because they've got so much to prove from the Irish game. They got to, as I said, silence critics, silence fans, give them hope again, prove a point to themselves. Within the Springbok camp, they're going to need to unite together to bring some sort of passion. And I just see them scraping a win by, let's say, 5-7 points, if even. And when I say 5, maybe a last minute try, or a try at the end and then a penalty or whatever it may be. But I see South Africa winning this one. It's going to be tight, it's going to be close. But yeah, I'm going South Africa to beat France in La France. To all the French subscribers, if you are out there, let me know. Congratulations on hosting the Rugby World Cup in 2023. No sour feelings, albeit I am hurting quite a bit, but congratulations. Last time we played in France for the World Cup, we won the World Cup, so can we do it again? Let's wait and see. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this predictions video. If you did, be sure to smash that thumbs up button. And if you haven't already, please subscribe so you can keep up to date with all future sporting, motivational video uploads. uploads. Make sure you subscribe. Recap video coming out soon after the game, and who knows what news we'll see in this week. Could have another video coming your way. Let me know again. Any ideas? Let me know in the comments down below, as well as who you think's going to win this weekend. Share those predictions so we can continue this discussion in the comment section. Guys, as usual, stay safe. Keep supporting your team in sickness and in health. And have a great weekend and enjoy some good old rugby. Stay safe. Never give up. Cheers.